And now, more reality check. Just remember, you get a good treat later. You can borrow from zombies. Me, I have to read the dialogue on this. So, we start off this with this fic failing the Betzel test so damn hard it's not even funny. Actually, the Betzel test isn't really something that should be appealing to quality of a fic. Nor should it actually be looking at the way the female characters are developed and WHAM! You shut it up? Did you really have to resort to violence? WHAM! If it'll help you understand. Yes, I'll resort to violence if I have to. Because it's funny. I laugh at violence. So anyway, what you gotta understand, people, is that the Betzel test is meant to show how well developed the characters are. It's meant to show if the girls have any type of character development at all. Now, this does not mean the story's good. It does not mean that the girls are great characters. But it does show that there's more to the girls than just, oh my god, let's talk about boys. Take, for example, this scene. Now, Nyx is in trouble because of the Celestial Order and whatnot. And everybody's worried. What is Luna and Nyx talking about? Are they talking about that? Are they talking about the ramifications? Are they talking about that? No. Let me sum up what most of the scene's about. Like, oh my god! Triton is totally in love with my sister, and my sister's totally in love with Triton, but, like, she totally can't tell what's going on. Oh my god, they're both, like, so oblivious to how much they're in love with each other. Love, 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 romance, romance, romance. Aren't I just girly? Ooh. And Nyx is like, oh my god, yeah, this boy I like suddenly was a little confused about how I kissed him, and now I got butterflies in my stomach. Oh my god, like, totally. This is what Lord Faust was getting away from. And what amazes me is that there will be people out there who will read this, look at me straight in the eye and say, this is better than seasons 4 through 9. Why? Because it's truer to the characters. So you're telling me that Luna being boy crazy is true to her character? It's truer to the character. You just want Luna to have a boyfriend, don't you? So that way you can wax off lyrical like and thinking that you are the boyfriend. Of course, why not? She's a woman, and women are only good for WHAM! Damn, my bat's getting a lot of use today. And then the scene carries on, and we get to see the Celestial Conference. Okay, reality check. You're a good writer, right? Okay, scratch that. You're a writer, right? Okay, scratch that. You're a human being, right? Surely you have researched other things and you know about other mythologies and other legends, and you remember how Lord Faust has said that the sentient creatures are all hoofed-based animals. So thus, we are all going to have hoofed-based creatures, right? Right? First we have a Karen. Now, there's a dash in here, and I would complain, but the D&D Monster Manual has a Kieran with a dash. But most of the time, for mythological reasons, no dash. There's none. Second are Griffiths. Okay, tradition. Third was a sea serpent? What? I find this interesting. I went through an entire Ungulates book to find as many hoofed-based creatures I could for Fall Starfleet. And this Shamil uses Sea Serpent, and he's more popular than me? What the hell? Well, you want to be fair, the movie also used anthro cats and random other creatures. Plus, there was also that parrot back in the movie. True. However, I'm willing to say that those even make a little more sense. Dead Sea Serpent and God and Dead Sea Serpent. Like, really? You could have brought in something more mythical, like another dragon, another beast, like, say, Sleipnir, or a phoenix. He brought in a phoenix, didn't he? He brought in a phoenix. Why a phoenix? Turks, he doesn't know. Read a mythology book, man! Gods! You could do other species, right? You know this, right? Well, at least there is one dragon. A female. I am shocked. I am utterly surprised that there was a female. I only say I'm surprised because this is Reality Check, and I thought to him, women in charge was icky. And then we have the next chapter. Useless! Oh, wait. I'm being too facetious. It's not just utterly useless. It's absolutely, positively, beyond a doubt, in every single definition of the word, useless! All it is, it's just Twilight ranting at a bunch of petitioners, which makes no sense, who want to get her stuff, which makes no sense at this point, while the whole entire Celestial Court's going on. Does anybody really care about this? No. Does any part of this come up with anything later on part of the plot? No. All it is just Reality Check waxing off his political wang at you. And quite frankly, no. Unless it's done in a decent style like Star Trek, I don't care. And then Luna proceeds to go on by saying how much she and Celestia didn't want to rule and yada yada yada. The only right thing that's said in this whole entire paragraph is that Celestia and that Luna, when she was Nightmare Moon, just wanted their love and respect. Which is true, which is part of why her character is so awesome and why I love Nightmare Moon. She hated the fact that they shunned her night while they all celebrated Celestia's day. But she also still wanted to make sure that they loved the night no matter what, which meant total subservience. So, yes, she still wanted them to bow down and kiss her shoes. And then we get to this other part that makes me crack my head and wonder if Reality Check is an anarchist. It says right here, only the sick and unhealthy would want power over others. What? I'm at a loss for words, guys. I really am. Because I could probably tell you that there are probably a bunch of people who like, being the boss and actually enjoy helping and leading others that are not sick and unhealthy. This sounds like he doesn't want anybody to rule over anybody. And I feel like this is insulting to all the good leaders out there who want to help. And this is ignoring how some people do like to, have others follow their lead. Lead by example. This just feels so wrong. I don't know what it is, but there's just something icky about it, and I don't want it. No, and I don't want to think about what he's trying to establish with this. I just don't. But I will say this, Twilight. You don't want to be a leader? You don't want to be a ruler? Well then, next time there's some sort of big hullabaloo, some big organization that needs organizing or needs somebody to get together and form a team, back off! We'll have Applejack do the leading, because apparently she's okay with leading, or as you keep putting it, ruling. We'll have somebody else to lead us if we need somebody to, help keep organizing. You do what apparently Reality Check wants you to do. Just go sit in your little library and stop being an interesting character and give me back the real Twilight, you changeling! But it gets better. We also have Spike and Bright Eyes show up in their royal guard because they need to get showed off being part of the armor. So that way they can be royal guardians. Sit down, Spike! You're still not getting any special treatment from me. And of course, Blandy McBland, i.e. Inkspot, has also shown up. Because he was knighted too. I can't help but notice that the girls were never knighted. So, what we have here is a Twilight Sparkle who doesn't want to lead, but apparently wants to get involved in organization and also want to help others anyway, and also getting involved with search parties, so that must mean she wants to lead, but not so much as leading. She wants to lead an organization, but she doesn't want people to follow her. Hypocrite! And decides that her friends are not good enough for dressmaking, advising, or getting knighted. Fuck this Twilight up the ass! If you folks think this is bad, you should see what Legend Bringer would do if he started reading parting words. There would be no survivors. But hey, bright side, as bad as this fic is, at least you get zombies out of the deal. Galactus looks down. You hunger. You hunger! He rages, unleashing a torrent of cosmic rays, blasting through every single thing that he can see in sight. Unable to compete with such magnitude, the others begin dodging, running away as fast as they can. How are we going to defeat this guy? Good guy, Luke Cage shouts. Spider-Man jumps away. I'll put Cage on this one. This guy's especially a bit of our league, especially now that Reed and the Fantastic Four are in that other dimension. Undaunted, Logan unsheathes his claws. You can go hide in a rug for all I care. I'm not giving up until I chug a flesh of that giant in my gut. Giant-Man quickly adds, exactly. We'll find a way to defeat him. His size is what makes us want to do this. The bigger they are, the longer it takes to eat all of them. Now follow my lead. In case you've forgotten, we've got cosmic powers of our own now. Having said that, they unleash their powers upon him. Give him everything you've got. Don't let up until he's on his back and ripping pieces off of him. Galactus is unfazed by this. I admire your resolve. It is a trait I've come to note among the denizens of a few of the planets I've consumed. Galactus has devoured countless worlds and battled armadas in the process. Your assault is little more than a nuisance. This conflict will be at its very inevitable end. He's bluffing! Don't let up! We're bound to find a weak spot sooner or later! Ant-Man shouts out, trying to keep everything in control. I'm not so sure, Hank. I still think we're causing him a link of pain. It told you, jerks, we couldn't! Crap! Luke Cage says, part of him getting blasted off. Seeing no course, Tony Stark begins to fly away. That's it. I'm out of here. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have much more body to lose. Not any of us can survive what's left of our bodies getting vaporized. I'm coming too, Spider-Man says, swinging out. I'm also putting in for a fellow Tony team leader, or anyone else who wants to lead us away from that thing. Fine. Fall back so we can regroup, Giant-Man says as they all run away from the cosmic rays firing out.
Hulk want to eat Purple Man, but not want to die. Hulk not fight Purple Man alone.
All we want to do is eat him, Hulk. That's what we do now. We're going to go someplace we can come up with a plan. Try again. As they say this, they manage to hide behind one of the still remaining buildings. Doesn't look like he's following us, Spider-Man says, hanging on the side. Of course. He's here to eat the plant, not us. We stopped being worthy of his attention the second we stopped trying to prevent him from achieving his goal. So, where to now? We could go to my lab. We could work there. Find a way to hurt him. That's what we need. Follow me, Giant-Man says, walking away.
Pym still has lab? Hulk not seen Pym in lab since Hunger Takeover.
I've kept it a secret until now, but I need something that's in it, or else I'm not going to be able to work long enough to find a way to defeat Galactus. You'll understand when we get there, Giant-Man says, leading the team away through the dry desert streets to broken buildings. Giant-Man turns around to see Hulk slowly transforming. What's wrong? Ugh. The adrenaline for the fight is worn off. I assume we ate. It's all a blur for me. I imagine once I become hungry again, I'll revert back to Hulk. Until then, you're stuck with puny, dead Banner. Actually, Banner's what we need right now. This way, Giant-Man says, leading them to the coffin where Black Panther once rested.
Is that Jen's buddy?
I think you'll all agree. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I can explain everything. Just give me a second, he says, opening the coffin. Again, bear with me, and let me explain before you do anything rash. You see, it's... Unfortunately, when he opens it, all that remains of Black Panther is the bloody stains that he left behind as he escaped.
What? It's what? We don't have time to play games here, soldier. What is it you're keeping secret?
Nothing. It's Jan. I had to kill Jan. She attacked me and there was nothing I could do. That was it. Giant-Man lies. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the city...
You're not one of them. You're a zombie, Cortez says. I am Black Panther. I can understand how you could think I was infected, given my present condition. But yes, I'm alive, now. We thought there was no one left. We thought we were the last ones. Surprised, you're not.
One of the acolytes charges up his power. It's a trick! He's walking with them! Just look at him! Why else would he be carrying that head?
He's right,
A black acolyte says.
This is a trap. We need to kill him and get out of here. We need to fight Magneto and get back to Astoria before we're found.
Another one with claws appears. Say the word, Cortez, and I'll take his head clean off.
We don't know anything about this man. Nothing. Nobody do anything.
Screw you, Cortez! We're all taking you out before we get killed. But before anybody can make a move, Black Panther throws Janet's head at one of the acolytes, causing her to bite him.
Birds, no! Kill you for this.
Crack! In response, Black Panther kicks his face in, then delivers another blow, knocking him back.
Good get it now, cripple. I am far from helpless,
Black Panther says, knocking the man upside the head with a staff. Ugh. I'll put an end to this, one of the other acolytes with claws says, bring him out ready to charge at Black Panther. But before Black Panther can fight back, Cortez shouts out, "Stop!"
Cortez, kills Birds. We gotta do something with him.
Burns disobeyed a direct order, paid for it with his life. This man was attacked. Can't be punished for defending himself.
Whatever this asteroid M is, if they could get to it, I want on it. As you said, it was only defending myself. I pose no threat to you. Let's get away from this place.
They say as Janet continues to eat the dead Burns. I couldn't live with myself if I left another human being down here alive. No, the inevitable.
Thank you for being understanding. I will find a way to repay you.
Cortez! Not a word, you understand? We're all that's left. We gotta ensure the survival of our species is gonna need the help we can get.
Fine. We put this thing out of its misery and get back to the asteroid. No.
One of the soldiers says, trying to pull Janet's head off.
No. That is Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, and my friend. She will come to the asteroid with us. Under supervision, she will not be a threat.
Cortez looks at Black Panther disquestioningly. Elsewhere, Luke Cage begins playing some cards with Spider-Man.
We've been here for days. Do you think they're going to figure something out before that giant eats the plant?
Let's just let the big brains do their thing. You got a 7?
Go fish.
Stark, Pear, and Pym are working together on this. They're some of the brightest minds on this planet. Do not go let us get eaten.
Why is it you still wear that thing anyway? The mask. It's ripped all to shreds, and it's not like you got any kind of secret identity, so why bother?
The hunger, the way it is, I know I would do it again right now if I had the chance. It's just the way things are right now. But after doing it, after eating my wife and aunt, the only 2 people left in this world that really loved me, after knowing what I've become, I couldn't look myself in the mirror, and I don't want to chance it.
Right, I forgot to ask, you sissy. Got any jacks? Just want to let you kids know, he's back.
He's back? The he they're referring to is Captain America as he comes back with some vibranium. Vibranium, fresh from Wakanda. Probably the last mine to refined vibranium ever made. Let me tell you, Wakanda has seen better days. Also, you wouldn't believe how fast we can fly now that we have surface power. I swear I was doing faster than Quinjet ever could. This is perfect. Between this and the crystals we took for Strange's Sanctuary, the stuff from the Baxter Building, and that stuff we stole from Castle Doom Latveria, we have everything we need. Oh God! Banner shouts out. I feel the hunger taking over again. I'm turning!
Well, do it, you fool. We need your help.
I ate this. Banner says, reaching into his stomach and pulling out an undigested bit of flesh and biting into it. Oh, jeez, when did he start doing that? Cass says, unbelieving.
Right after you started going out gathering supplies for us. We got the idea after those pieces of the server fell out of me when we first arrived at the lab. I've been constantly re-eating those bits since we got here, doing a remarkable job of finding out the hunger.
I've been doing it too. We all have. Except for Spider-Man and Luke Cage. They say their bodies are messed up enough. Ant-Man says, it's not perfect. The sickness has made our insides so acidic that we practically dissolve everything we eat. So these pieces get a little smaller every time we eat them. Banner joins in, but it's kept me from turning into Hulk. It's all helped us keep our wits about so we can do our work.
Give me a knife. I'm trying that thing right now.
No, don't bother. We don't have time. We can get the amplifier assembled. Besides, by now the morsels in your belly will completely dissolved. Now let's get this thing assembled. I'm anxious to see if it works. If we hurry, we can take over Times Square by taking that monster down by nightfall. I'm ready for fresh meat. However, as Ant-Man says this, the horde of villains that have not been killed yet appear, ready to fight Galactus. Whoa, who calls on any cavalry? Spider-Man says. More like who invited them to dinner. Back on Asteroid M.
You're lucky this time. Another expedition down to the planet would be too risky. Must assume the worst and wait for McDaniel to contact us again. We can't hold out hope that he survived. Too unlikely.
A nerdy white scientist steps by. Welcome back. I couldn't really make out everything you said in your comm during the return trip. You gonna find McNeil, but you found someone else? Suppose this is him?
Hello.
Name's Reynolds, science guy. Oh my god, you brought back a specimen. I can't wait to examine you. Can you guys imagine what we can learn from this? We can find a cure. Come closer, Janet says in response as Reynolds licks him. Oh, she's a nasty one, eh?
She is my friend, and you will treat her with respect, despite her present condition. Hand her over, Panther. We had an agreement. Reynolds isn't going to hurt her. Going to try to cure her. Those are my terms. Otherwise, she's shooting out an airlock. Be careful with her. She's a biter.
Oh, I can see that, Black Panther says, handing Janet over to Reynolds. Hendricks? Yes, sir. A lovely woman with long brown brunette hair comes out.
See our new member gets settled in. I can give you a full tour of the place. Answer any of his questions. Make him feel at home.
She looks over at Black Panther with a big smile. A loving smile. With pleasure.
Before I go on a tour of this place, I'd like to try to figure out a more efficient way to get around. This crutch isn't going to work forever. Our government can fix you something up. We have fast resources on board the asteroid. Actually, I think I can help you out with that, Ford says, stepping out of darkness. I recognize you. Don't know if you recognize me, Black Panther. The name is Ford. I know a thing or two about prosthetic limbs. I can see that, Black Panther says, seeing Ford's unmailed leg. There are others here on the asteroid, too. 12 of us in total, including you. I'll make sure you meet everyone.
That said, back with the zombies. Looks like they might actually be doing some damage. The Galactus fellow is hurt, at least a little bit.
Good. That means he can be hurt. This might actually work. There's a few more adjustments almost there. It's Space Scout on the menu tonight.
Spider-Man, we're almost ready. Get over here. This won't work if we don't all fire at the same time. Like I said, we all gotta fire at the same time. If not, it won't work. Probably only got one shot at this, so let's make it count. Now! Ant-Man says, and all of them together unleash their cosmic rays, firing into Galactus, causing him to stumble.